Ancient Greece, the land of democracy, philosophy, and total chaos. Forget what your history teacher told you. This was not some wise, peaceful civilization. It was a mess. And in the next 6 minutes, I'll prove it to you. Buckle up, because this is the hilarious but true history of ancient Greece. Athens and Sparta were like the high school cliques you remember. Athens, the nerds, loved democracy, theater, and overthinking everything. Sparta, the jocks, didn't believe in books, only believed in punching things. If a baby wasn't strong enough, they just yeeted it off a cliff. Survival of the buffest. At age 7, Spartan kids were thrown into military training. No toys, no hugs, just fistfights and suffering. They were also taught to steal food, but if they got caught, they were beaten. Not for stealing, but for getting caught. Greek mythology is basically a collection of every bad decision ever made. The gods weren't wise mentors. They were dramatic, petty, and had the moral standards of a reality TV contestant. Zeus, the king of the gods and history's biggest womanizer, transformed into animals just to flirt. One time, he turned into a swan to seduce someone. A swan, Hera, his wife, whose entire personality was revenge. If Zeus cheated, which was often, she never blamed him, only the innocent mortal involved. Dionysus, the god of wine, parties, and bad decisions. Basically, the reason the Greeks invented hangovers, Hades, the moody goth kid who got stuck ruling the underworld, probably listened to ancient emo music. Greek myths usually followed this pattern. Zeus flirts with someone. Hera gets mad and ruins everything. A hero is born, goes on a ridiculous quest, and somehow fights a monster. The Iliad tells the story of the Trojan War, which happened because the Greek gods held a beauty pageant, because why not? Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite argued over who was the prettiest. They asked Paris, a Trojan prince, to judge. Aphrodite bribed him with the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen, who was, unfortunately, already married. Paris stole Helen, and her husband Menelaus of Sparta was not thrilled. So, naturally, he called all of Greece to go to war over it. After 10 years of fighting, the Greeks got tired and pulled the biggest prank in history, the Trojan horse. Troy thought it was a gift, dragged it inside the city, and surprise! Greek soldiers popped out, burned the city down, and called it a victory. Moral of the story: never trust free furniture. All right, folks. Welcome to the ancient Greek Olympics, where the rules are simple. First place wins. Second place, loser. Oh, and everyone's naked. No one knows. But imagine chariot racing without protection. That's a bold move. My guy. Then there was pankration, aka ancient Greek UFC. No rules, no weight classes, just two dudes trying to break each other. You could literally choke someone unconscious, and the refs were like, "Nice technique, bro." Winners got an olive wreath, eternal bragging rights, and the right to talk about it for the rest of their lives. Basically, the Olympics were a mix of Gladiator, The Bachelor, and Jackass. Athens was home to history's first professional overthinkers, aka philosophers. These were men who sat around all day asking deep questions and annoying people. Socrates invented the Socratic method, which meant answering a question with another question, People found this so annoying that they sentenced him to death. Plato wrote the Republic and invented the first known version of Would You Rather? Aristotle studied everything from ethics to biology, basically. The first person to stress about literally everything. Thanks to them, we now have endless debates, college tuition debt, and philosophy majors who still don't have jobs. Alexander the Great was a Macedonian king who took one look at the world and said, "Mine now." He conquered Greece, Persia, Egypt, and part of India, all before turning 33. His army was so powerful that some cities just surrendered immediately rather than fight. His best friend, his horse, Bucephalus, who deserves his own history book. Unfortunately, Alexander died young, and his generals immediately fought over his empire like children fighting over a toy. Greece then fell into chaos again. So, what do we owe ancient Greece? Democracy, because arguing is fun. Theater, because arguing in front of an audience is even more fun. Geometry, because teachers love making students suffer. Greek yogurt, honestly, kinda worth it. So what have we learned today? The Greeks invented everything, from democracy to bedtime stories that definitely weren't meant for kids. Their gods were just as chaotic as their wars. They were very serious about their sports, philosophy, and arguing, and somehow, over 2,000 years later, we're still talking about them. So, the next time you watch the Olympics, eat a Greek salad or get into an unnecessary debate. Remember you're keeping ancient Greek traditions alive. And somewhere, a toga-wearing philosopher would be very, very proud. If you love this, hit like and subscribe for more history that your teacher never told you. See you next time.